When it comes to fertilizing your lawn, there's two ways that you can be able to do it. Number one, you can use a granular, or number two, you can use a liquid. So which way is the easiest way to fertilize your lawn in the spring? Y'all know how we do. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Now, before we get started, this information is catered to the average homeowner who maybe doesn't have a lot of experience when it comes to fertilization. Maybe this is your first time renting, or maybe you just bought a new home. And let me be the first to say, congratulations. Or maybe this is your first time fertilizing your lawn, or maybe you've been fertilizing for a while, you've just been doing it wrong. And even though some universities are going to tell you the best time to fertilize your cool season lawn is going to be in the fall time, which there are reasons for that. But we all know that most people are going to fertilize their lawns throughout the year, right? Now, I know there are people who know how to fertilize their lawns. They've been doing it for a long time. They may even have a plan on what fertilizer to use at different times of the season. But when it comes to the average homeowner, the easiest way for you to be able to fertilize your lawn in the spring is going to be by using a liquid. Now, the liquid that I use in the springtime is this right here. And this is by Simple Lawn Solutions. This basically jump starts my lawn in the springtime without over fertilizing it. Now, you can order this online at simplelawnsolutions.com, or as of 2024, you can be able to go to any one of your Home Depot stores and you can be able to pick it up there. Now, if they don't have it at your local Home Depots, then the only thing you need to do is at that Home Depot page, just type in your zip code, and then it'll tell you what local Home Depot that is closer to you that will have this product available. But if you don't want to do that, you can always order this online at simplelawnsolutions.com. But you don't have to use this product just because I use it. You can use this, or you can use this. Any one of these products that you can be able to get from your big box stores, or you ordering them online and you're hooking your water hose up to it, is going to give your lawn food for a certain amount of time. Now, when it comes to using any fertilizer, but in this video, we're just talking about liquids, there's two things that you need to do. Number one, you need to measure your lawn. And the reason why I say this is because these bottles are only going to cover a certain amount of square footage. For example, this bottle right here, it covers 4,000 square foot. This bottle right here, it covers 2,000 square foot. In this bottle right here, it covers 3,200 square foot. So for example, if we're going off of this bottle right here that covers 3,200 square foot and your lawn is bigger than 3,200 square foot, you're going to need to buy more bottles. Otherwise, if you're spraying this over a lawn that is bigger than 3,200 square foot, you're going to under fertilize your lawn, and you're not going to give your lawn all the things that the bottle says that it has in it. Now, I do have a video that shows you how to measure your lawn, but just for a quick summary, what you want to do is you want to do your length times width, and that's going to equal your square footage. And the second thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a water hose. Now, all that you need to do with your water hose is just hook it up to your bottle and then cut your water on. Now, I would prefer, if it has that on the tab, to turn it to the water slot. This means that the water is just going to come out and the solution isn't going to come out. Try spraying it like this first with just the water so that you can be able to get the hang of it. Once you feel comfortable, go ahead and put it on the on button, and then the fertilizer will come out. Now, when you're spraying your liquid fertilizer, make sure that you're not spraying it in the middle of the day. Either spray it early in the mornings or spray it late in the evenings. So for example, if you have a first shift job, spray that liquid fertilizer in the evenings. If you have a second shift job, spray it early in the mornings, preferably before 10 a.m. And if you have a third shift job, spray it when you get off work. just make sure that you're not outside spraying it in the dark. Let the sun rise a little bit so that you can be able to see where you're spraying. Now, you can use whatever fertilizer that you're comfortable with, but the reason why I recommend for the people who are new to this to use a liquid fertilizer over using a granular fertilizer is because when it comes to using a granular, most people don't measure it. Most people will just take that bag, dump it into the spreader, and then go out there and spread that bag over their whole entire lawn, not even having any idea of how much fertilizer that they're actually putting down. And what this can lead to in the springtime, if you're over applying a granular fertilizer, you're going to have a lot of excessive growth. You're going to be out there cutting your lawn more than a couple of times a week. And if you don't have the time or the luxury to be able to do that, you're going to run into problems. On the other hand, if you're using a liquid that you're attaching to your water hose and you're spraying it over your whole entire lawn, you're only going to be putting out a small amount of fertilizer. And in the springtime, when the lawn is just now waking up, if you're going to give it any fertilizer, you just want to give it a little versus overdoing it and giving it a lot. Now, once again, this information is catered to the people who are new to fertilization. Now, if you already know what you're doing, regardless if you're using a liquid fertilizer and you're putting down maybe 1/10 of a pound per 1,000 square feet, or you're using a granular fertilizer and you're maybe putting down 1/4 of a pound per 1,000 square feet, if it works for you, continue to keep doing it. When I first got started, I was using a granular. I was over applying it. I didn't know exactly how much I was putting down because I wasn't measuring it. And then again, I didn't have anyone to share with me any information about liquid fertilization. So for all of my new people, that's what I'm here to help you with so that you won't over fertilize your lawn in the springtime. Now, there are plenty liquid fertilizers out there on the market. You can use whichever one you choose. You don't have to use the ones that I've shown you in this video. Now, I hope this information has been helpful to you. I thank you all for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see y'all in the next one.